Have you ever been around someone who always seems kind, polite, and friendly? But somehow every conversation with them leaves you feeling smaller, guilty, or not good enough. They never call you stupid. They never openly insult you. Instead, they hide their attacks behind fake compliments, sarcastic jokes, or innocent-looking comments that make you question yourself. And the worst part? If you react, they immediately say, "You're too sensitive," or "I was just joking." Suddenly, you're the problem, not them. This psychological tactic is called passive aggression, and millions of people experience it every single day without even realizing it. These hidden insults slowly destroy your confidence, manipulate your emotions, and make you doubt your own reality. But today, that's going to change. In this video, I'll reveal the most common passive-aggressive phrases, explain why manipulative people use them, how they secretly control your emotions, and most importantly, I'll show you exactly how to respond in a way that protects your confidence and leaves manipulators with no power over you. Stay until the end, because the final response technique is something most people never learn, and once you know it, people will think twice before trying to manipulate you again. Let's begin. When most people think about emotional abuse, they imagine shouting, insults, or obvious disrespect. But the truth is, the most dangerous attacks are often the quietest ones. They don't leave bruises. They don't happen in front of everyone. Instead, they slowly destroy your confidence one sentence at a time. This is called passive aggression. It is the art of hiding anger, jealousy, resentment, or control behind words that sound polite, friendly, or even caring. Instead of attacking you directly, passive-aggressive people make you question yourself. They want you to feel confused rather than certain. They want you to doubt your own feelings instead of questioning their behavior. Imagine someone saying, "Wow, you actually look beautiful today." At first, it sounds like a compliment. But why actually? That single word quietly suggests that you normally don't look attractive. Or maybe someone says, "I'm only telling you this because I care about you." Then they spend the next 5 minutes criticizing your appearance, your dreams, or your decisions. Suddenly, criticism is disguised as concern. Another common example is sarcasm. They say something hurtful. Watch your reaction, and when you become upset, they immediately smile and say, "Relax. It was just a joke." Now the conversation is no longer about what they said. Instead, they make it about your reaction. They shift the blame onto you, making you feel guilty for being hurt. That's exactly how passive aggression works. Some people use fake compliments. Others use silence, ignoring your messages, giving you the cold shoulder, or making sarcastic comments in front of other people. They rarely express anger openly because direct confrontation carries responsibility. Hidden aggression allows them to hurt someone while pretending to be innocent. If you confront them, they often respond with phrases like, "You're overthinking it," "You're too sensitive," "I never meant it that way," or "You're imagining things." These responses make you question your own reality instead of recognizing the manipulation happening in front of you. Over weeks, months, or even years, these small moments begin to change the way you see yourself. You become afraid of speaking up. You start apologizing for things that aren't your fault. You constantly wonder if you're overreacting. That's exactly what passive-aggressive people want. They don't need to control your actions if they can control your thoughts. And once they make you doubt yourself, manipulating you becomes much easier. That's why understanding passive aggression isn't just about recognizing rude behavior. It's about protecting your confidence, your mental health, and your peace of mind. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that passive-aggressive behavior happens by accident. It doesn't. In many cases, it's a learned way of dealing with emotions. Instead of expressing anger honestly, some people hide it behind politeness, sarcasm, fake kindness, or silent treatment. They don't want open conflict because conflict makes them vulnerable. So they choose a method that allows them to hurt others while protecting their own image. From the outside, they appear calm and reasonable. Behind the scenes, however, they're using emotional manipulation to gain control. There are many reasons why someone becomes passive-aggressive. Some people grew up in families where expressing anger was punished. They learned that being direct was dangerous, so they began hiding their frustration. Others struggle with insecurity and low self-esteem. Instead of improving themselves, they try to lower the confidence of the people around them. If they can make you feel uncertain, they feel more powerful. Jealousy is another powerful reason. Imagine someone watching you succeed, become more confident, or receive attention. Instead of congratulating you honestly, they make comments like, "You're lucky. Anyone could do that," or "Let's see how long this lasts." These aren't random statements. They're designed to reduce your excitement without looking openly jealous. Control is another major motivation. Passive-aggressive. People often want to influence your emotions without taking responsibility for doing it. They know that if they insult you directly, other people may defend you. But if they hide the insult inside a joke or a compliment, they can always deny their intentions. This creates confusion, and confusion gives them control. Many manipulators also enjoy making you doubt yourself. If they can make you question your memory, your emotions, or your judgment, they slowly become the person who defines your reality. That's why victims of emotional manipulation often say things like, "Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe it's my fault," or "Maybe I'm misunderstood." In reality, that's exactly the reaction the manipulator wanted. It's also important to understand that not every passive-aggressive comment comes from an evil person. Sometimes people act this way because they lack emotional maturity or healthy communication skills. However, whether it's intentional or not, repeated passive-aggressive behavior can seriously damage trust, relationships, and mental well-being. The moment you understand why people use passive aggression, you stop blaming yourself. You realize their words are often a reflection of their own fears, insecurities, and need for control, not a reflection of your value. And that's the first step toward protecting yourself from emotional manipulation. The biggest reason passive-aggressive people are so effective is because most people don't recognize the signs until it's too late. They don't begin with obvious insults. They start with small comments that seem harmless. One sentence, one joke, one sarcastic smile, one fake compliment. Individually, these moments don't seem important, but over time, they create self-doubt, anxiety, and emotional exhaustion. That's why learning to recognize the warning signs early is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. The first sign is fake compliments. These are compliments that secretly contain criticism. For example, someone says, "You actually did a great job," or "I didn't expect you to be this smart." It sounds positive at first, but hidden inside is the suggestion that they expected you to fail. The second sign is sarcasm disguised as humor. They'll insult you, watch your reaction, and if you become upset, they'll immediately say, "Relax, I was only joking." This shifts the attention away from their words and makes you feel guilty for reacting. Healthy jokes make everyone laugh. Passive-aggressive jokes usually make only one person laugh, the person who said them. The third sign is constant guilt-tripping. Instead of asking for something honestly, they make you feel responsible for their emotions. They might say, "Forget it. I'll do everything myself." Or, "I guess I don't matter anyway." Their goal isn't communication. It's making you feel guilty enough to give them what they want. Another common sign is silent treatment. Instead of discussing a problem, they suddenly stop talking to you, ignore your messages, avoid eye contact, or become emotionally distant. Silence becomes a punishment instead of a way to solve conflict. They hope you'll become anxious enough to apologize, even if you did nothing wrong. Watch for people who constantly deny what they said. They may tell you, "That's not what I meant. You're imagining things," or "You're too emotional." Over time, this makes you question your own memory and judgment. This is a powerful form of emotional manipulation because Once you stop trusting yourself, you become much easier to control. Perhaps the biggest warning sign is how you feel after spending time with someone. Do you constantly feel guilty? Confused? Drained? Like you're always saying sorry? Healthy relationships leave you feeling respected and understood. Manipulative relationships leave you questioning your own worth. ***, remember this. Your emotions are information. If someone's words repeatedly leave you feeling anxious, confused, or emotionally exhausted, don't ignore those feelings. Pay attention. Sometimes your intuition notices manipulation long before your mind can explain it. Now that you know how passive-aggressive people think and how to recognize their behavior, the most important question is this: how do you respond without giving them exactly what they want? The biggest mistake most people make is reacting emotionally. They argue, defend themselves, explain every detail, or become angry. But that's exactly what manipulators are hoping for. When you lose control of your emotions, they gain control of the conversation. Instead of reacting immediately, pause for a few seconds. Silence is incredibly powerful. Most passive-aggressive people expect you to become defensive. When you stay calm, they lose their advantage. Your confidence becomes stronger than their manipulation. If someone says something that sounds like an insult hidden inside a joke, don't laugh just to avoid awkwardness. Instead, calmly ask, "What exactly did you mean by that?" This simple question forces them to explain themselves. Suddenly, the hidden insult is no longer hidden. If they say, "I was only joking," you can simply reply, "A good joke makes everyone laugh." Then move on without arguing. Never feel pressured to defend every accusation. Remember, not every comment deserves a response. Sometimes the strongest answer is no answer at all. Manipulative people often feed on emotional reactions. When they don't get one, they usually become frustrated because their strategy has failed. Another powerful technique is setting clear boundaries. You can calmly say, "I don't appreciate comments like that," or "Please speak to me respectfully." You don't need to shout. You don't need to insult them back. Real confidence doesn't need to be loud. Also, pay attention to patterns instead of promises. Manipulators often apologize beautifully, but their behavior never changes. Don't judge people only by what they say. Watch what they consistently do. Actions always reveal more than words. Finally, remember this: you cannot control how other people behave, but you can always control how you respond. The moment you stop needing their approval, stop explaining yourself to everyone, and stop accepting disguised disrespect, manipulators lose their influence over you. ***, your peace is more valuable than winning an argument. Your confidence is more important than proving someone wrong. The strongest people are not those who fight every battle. They are the ones who know which battles are not worth fighting. Protect your energy, trust your instincts, and never allow hidden insults to define your value. The truth is, manipulative people don't become powerful because they're stronger than you. They become powerful because most people don't recognize their tactics. But now, you do. From today on, you'll notice the fake compliments, the hidden insults, the sarcastic jokes, and the emotional games before they can affect your confidence. Remember this: you don't have to explain yourself to everyone. You don't have to win every argument, and you never have to accept disrespect disguised as humor. Protect your peace, trust your instincts, and never let someone else's words define your worth. ***, if this video helped you see people differently, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next video will reveal even more powerful psychological techniques that manipulators use every single day, and you definitely don't want to become their next victim. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video.